What's going on, you guys? My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be taking you on a ride with us to show you a step-by-step house wash. All right, guys, before we get started, make sure you come over, click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, even if it's just to say what's up. Helps the channel out so much, guys. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so today we're going to be going to do a two-story house wash for one of our customers that we do every year. Right now I'm getting my son's lunchbox out of my truck so he can get ready for school. As you can see, I've already hooked up the trailer and getting ready to roll out. So let's go. All right, guys, so the first thing we do when we get to a property, if the homeowner's outside, we'll talk to them for just a few seconds, but if they're not, we'll go ahead and we'll find our water source, hook up to it. We make sure that it's on. There's actually water coming out of it before we hook up. We've had to learn that the hard way a few times. Second thing we do is we look for damage. We look for open windows. We look for outlets that have got to be taped, which we tape every outlet. But there are some outlets that just absolutely 1000% have to be taped up, and that's one of them. We also look for things that we need to move. Trent's already moved a golf cart out, and we got a bunch of other things to move, so I'm gonna walk around and show you guys what we tape off with the tape. So as I'm coming around, I'll show you guys just how big this house is that we're doing today. Two-story. We're just doing the vinyl around the windows and touching up any of the brick that has dirt dauber nests or anything like that on it. As you can see, we got a lot of flowers we need to move off, things like that. When we get to the back, I'll show you some other things that we got to watch out for. So we like to tape up all keyholes. Bleach, when it gets inside here, will corrode the crap out of it. So we always tape up our keyholes, make sure it's sealed up really good. Another thing we look for is loose lighting. Sometimes this stuff gets loose behind it, and we've had some of them spark. So always check them, make sure that they're good against the wall. Another thing we always run into, especially this time of year in the spring, are these things. Barn swallows. They come up here and they make these nests. Right now they probably got eggs in there at least. So I always check with my homeowners to see if they want them gone or not. It's kind of hard to clean around them, but you know, always check. So we walk around, make sure all the power's off to any of the fans. We never really flood hard around those. You can actually get some trash can lids, big trash can lids, and stick up here. I saw that on Cody's channel, but you just take your trash can lid, cut you a hole out of the middle, and cut you a slit so it wraps around it. It'll protect your fans. But we haven't had any issues with fans at all. So we're just walking around looking for any outlets that need to be taped up. Most of your exterior outlets like these have a seal on them, but a lot of times I like to go ahead and just tape them up either way. Another thing you got to look for, especially if you're down in the south, are snakes. Trent just found one. Hold on, let me turn you around. Don't you put no snake out here on me now.
Yeah, he's dead. Little spider. Big old freaking snake. How do you use it? No, it's only parts of a snake now.
Is it a hog nose that's just turned upside down?
No. He's full of maggots.
Oh, so he's been dead.
He's been dead.
That smells good, don't it? So when you guys run into exterior outlets, these right here, a lot of people just assume that they're good and they spray all around them and then they go to popping. So some of them have a foam padding under here which seals it pretty good, but I always like to stick a piece of tape in here just to make sure. So as you can see, it's taped up and it's sealed. So again, we're just walking around seeing what all is needing to be cleaned, checking all the windows, make sure they're shut, looking for wasp nests, and getting ready to move some flowers and stuff. Another thing we do let's just say we get up here on this and there was a bunch of flowers and decorations and things like that. We always take before and after pictures so we know where to put things back at. That's a biggie with your customers. Just like right here on these flowers right here, we'd take a picture so we know where they go, but you know, this is pretty much cut and dry. We just put them back where we got them from. And a cool way to do that also is when you take them off the porch, set them up out here in the yard the same way they were up on the porch, and that helps also. So you guys can see that we got a long way to get up there. Probably gonna set my ladder up and get up on the next level. My Stallion gas system will reach almost all the way. It'll probably reach those windows with ease, but way up there it might not do it. I'm gonna try it and see, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be on the second floor to get that washed. This section right here will be really easy from the ground. We'll just catch it, it's no big deal. So usually your most challenging parts of any house are going to be on the front porch, around inside the garages and carports, and on the back areas of the house, because most people, their back area of their house is their entertaining area. You can see this property has a beautiful pool area. It's got the campfire thing, fire pit. Here's where it gets tricky, guys. Yeah, when you run into houses that have electrical like this, you've got to cover them up. You've got to tape them off. You got to do whatever you can do to make sure they don't get damaged, okay? There's also exterior speakers out here. We always make sure we verify that those are marine speakers, outdoor speakers. We never shoot bleach up into those things because you'll kill them. So I got another door right here we got to tape up. We're going to tape up this section here and this section here because that's where keys go and we don't want them to corrode. This is a situation right here where we would take pictures where the flowers go. Okay. Pretty much cut and dry. I mean, there's not a whole lot of it, but we got flowers we would need to move, and just a really beautiful property. So we're gonna get some plastic. We're gonna cover this entire TV up so nothing gets on it. We only have to clean just this section right here. So it's not like there's a lot of bleach that needs to be shot up under here. We got everything unplugged, and I'm gonna take that outlet off. All right, so that's taped off. Just walk around, taking a last minute look at everything, make sure everything is good. All the windows are closed. So we're gonna keep walking around. Is that a real frog or a dead frog? Real frog. Wildlife everywhere, guys. We got snakes and frogs and birds. And so Trent's finishing up, taking everything out of the garage. I got one more door to tape off and several outlets under here to tape off. You can see where we taped it off the last time we did the house. We like to leave the tape there to make sure everything's dry, because a lot of times when you try to untape it, there'll be a little bit of electrical charge to it sometimes and you'll get bit. So we like to make sure that everything is dry before we take the tape off. So I'm gonna finish taping everything off, and then we're gonna get a good batch made up in our Stallion soft wash system, and we're gonna get to spraying. All right, so we got everything taped off. We got the TV covered with plastic. So right now I'm just running some water out of my Alumimax Pro Skid over to the Stallion. You can see I've already got some bleach in there. I'm just kind of getting my ratio right. And I'm gonna probably put about 90 gallons of house wash mix in here to do this whole property. So if I need any more touch up, the main reason I'm using the Stallion right now is just because we do have these taller peaks. And I can go a little faster. I'm on a schedule today, like severely. So I want to get done quick. And everything else I will touch up with the Alumimax Pro Skid. And we'll be done with this place and we'll get paid and we'll go to the next one. Trent's running out the gas powered system, get ready to start up on the second floor. I'm gonna show you guys something on porches and garages. What I like to do is go ahead and cut in all my sides, all the way down, around, and so on, right? Then I turn around and I go ahead and catch my entrance. I go ahead and get this part, same thing on the porch, but I fan about 2 to 3 feet off. So I would come all the way out to right about here, right? So that way, when I get done doing all that, it's gonna go ahead and drip. For the most part, almost everything is going to drip. So while I'm inside washing here, I'm washing from inside out. Same thing with my porches. So when I get to the end, I don't have to like lean around and do all this up underneath. It just works out. So, little tip. All right, so we started washing. Trent's coming around with the gas power system, and I've got the 12 volt, just keeping everything rinsed down. All right, guys, so we've been here about an hour and 20 minutes, I guess. And we got everything coated. Now all we gotta do is rinse and we'll be done. So just wanted to show you guys basically start to finish, and we're basically finished. We're just gonna rinse with a 12 volt. Basically just showing you guys what we do when we get to a property, what we're looking for, those types of things. So I hope this helps somebody, guys. If you guys do it like we do it, let me know in the comments below. God bless.